Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Aileen and here we talk about all things makeup, mostly luxury makeup, skincare, and fashion. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope you consider subscribing and joining the family. So today, my favorite topic, bronzer. We're going to be taking a look at the Dior Forever Natural Bronze, and I picked it up in the shade 7. Here she is, stunning. And the packaging though, she's cute. I love the packaging. And it does come with a plastic protector. Of course, I've swatched it, so here she is. So if that sounds like something you're interested, then keep on watching. But before we go, like we always say, comment, like, subscribe. Let's get to it. So I put my headband on. You all know I love a good bronze. Love. So I will swatch it for you. I did go in person because I was really leaning towards shade 6. I was between 5, 6, and 7. And I was like, you know what? They probably appear a lot darker in the pan than in person. So I will say 5 was lighter than this. It's warm just as this is, but lighter. 6 had a cooler undertone and would have been honestly the perfect contour shade for me because it was like a cool gray with a tinge of warm. It really wasn't very warm, but 7, warm, beautiful. I was like, yes. And the Dior rep was like, are you sure? I was like, have you played with them yet? He goes, no, you're the first one to touch the testers. We haven't had time. I was like, let me swatch. I swatched, and as soon as I swatched, he said, definitely 7. I know what I like. So let's try it on, and then we'll compare it to a few others. This formula is so silky smooth. Look at that. Look at that. Instantly. And it's definitely a formula, I can tell from the swatch, that you can build up nicely without looking like muddy or patchy. See that? That is so pretty. And I do have my complexion and my brows on, but that is it. I had my makeup on and I took it all off and reapplied because I didn't want the blush I had on to impact the shade in any way. And this is the BK Beauty 104, which I love to use for bronzer. I love how it's tapered to a more pointier tip. So when you get in here, you can use it as a contour or as a bronzer. You just lean it a little more. Just beautiful. So let's do that. I love the warmth it gives. And that's what I look for in a bronzer. Just that warmth, as if I just tanned, which I did, but I'm looking for it in a powder for when I'm not. Look at that. No bronzer. Bronzer. It's very pretty and can be built up. Look. And then you can just keep buffing that in. It melts into the skin beautifully. Like, I'm filming this in 4K, so you see all my pores and imperfections, which I'm fine because we're all perfectly imperfect, remember? But you can definitely see the bronze and how it just melts into the skin. It plays very well. I do have on the Chanel water tint, so it's not like a high coverage, but it still plays well with it. And that's what you want. You want to make sure you get a product that plays well with all your products. I'm really enjoying this. I'm looking at the viewfinder and I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like a very natural bronze. I really, really like that. And I was very tempted. I almost picked up 6 and 7 because like I said, 6 will be a perfect contour, but I prefer a good bronze than having a contour. I am layering it on so you can see that even as you layer on, it's not patchy by any means. Not at all. So pretty. What do you think? I really like this. And up close, I like it even more. Let's see if she builds up more. She does. This is one of those that melt into the skin so well. You could do this on a no makeup day. And really just give your skin some warmth, throw on some mascara and a lip balm. Good to go. I like it. Let's compare it to a few. I'm going to compare it to a few that I've really been reaching for lately. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade 3 Tan. That's pretty close. The tan is a tinge darker. And it does go on darker than this as well, where this I had to build. So I could always, you know how I like to use multiple bronzers. I could always use this one and then buff with the Dior. Next, this is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess in the shade 2 Medium. This one is lighter. Yes, definitely. That is a perfect trifecta. Yes. Yes. Next, this is the Chantecaille bronzer in the shade Serena. Ooh, that's a pretty one too. That's a tinge cooler now that I see it against these warm ones. And lastly, I've been reaching for this one a lot as well. This is the Chanel Healthy Glow Sheer Powder. So it's a face powder, but I bought it in a deeper shade to use as a bronzer. So the ones I'm reaching for as of late have a type. Very warm and bronze. I would say the coolest would be these two right here. But those are very nice. This is the Estee Lauder and this is the Chantecaille Serena. Those are really pretty. I really like to blend my bronzers together with the Marc Jacobs Muse shade. And it is lighter, but it's like a great shade. I'm gonna swatch it here. See how light that is? It's right here. And I like to use that to buff the edges of my bronzers. So let's see. Ooh, see, they work well together. kind of just like softens any harsh lines you can get from a bronzer. So pretty. And this is what, to me, makes it look more natural. When you buff with a lighter shade, so it doesn't look like it's placed there. You're creating like that ombre. So let's do that. I'm gonna go in, since it's the way I always apply it, just below everywhere I applied it, and then buff. Like around the lines and buff. Yes, you can tell a difference. This looks more melted into the skin. You see the contrast from light to slightly darker. It's not just like light and you can tell you have something here. So that's what I mean when I buff. It just looks so natural to me. So pretty. So let's see how it plays with blush. I love this on its own. If you're not a blush girl and you just like a good bronze, this is a great formula for a bronze that just gives you the look of just natural, bronzy, kissed by the sun look. I'm loving it. So I just pulled a Chanel blush out the drawer. We'll be surprised together which one it is. It is 55 in Love. That's this shade here. And like my bronzer, I like to bring my blush up. I really like this bronzer. I like a lot of bronzers, but I can easily see this becoming a favorite to the point where I may consider picking up 6. Like, the formula is just, it doesn't look like there's a powder there. Like, it doesn't look powdery at all. It plays very nicely with the blush. The blush doesn't overwhelm it. I did place down a lot of blush so you can see, even if you're heavy-handed with your blush, you can still see that bronzer shining through. But you can always get your bronzer brush, and like we did with the lighter shade of the bronzer, just go over that on your blush, and it melds everything together just flawlessly. I really like this formula. What do you think? Did you pick it up? What shade did you get? And are you enjoying it? Like, I really gotta know, because I really liked it. And it has like a blurring effect. It is a powder, so it does have a blurring effect like most powders. So now it's just a matter of how does it wear. I'll probably have this on 4 to 5 more hours. So if I remember, I'll leave a pinned comment on how it wore. So thank you all so much for coming. And until next time, don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.